and Bob Franks, and to celebrate a life well lived. I'd like to yield to my good friend and colleague Leonard Lance for such time as he may consume.
Thank you, Congressman Smith. Mr. Speaker, I join several of my colleagues this evening to pay tribute to Robert D. Franks, a former New Jersey member of the House of Representatives, whose compassion rightfully earned him praise and respect from both sides of the political aisle. Bob died late in the evening on Friday, April 9. He was 58 years old. Bob's death at Memorial Sloan Kettering Cancer Center in Manhattan was caused by an aggressive sarcoma, which was diagnosed in February. He is survived by his wonderful wife, Fran, and their three young and beautiful daughters, Sarah, Kelly, and Abigail, by his mother, June, and his sister, Judy, by his brother-in-law, Jeremy, and his niece, Mary Hannah. Bob was a brilliant political tactician and a natural candidate. Born in Hackensack, he had been deeply involved in politics since his youth, serving as state chairman of the New Jersey Teenage Republicans and going door to door as a 13-year-old in 1964 in suburban Chicago, where his family was then living, for Charles H. Percy's campaign for governor. Mr. Franks was graduated from DePaul University in Indiana in 1973, and after receiving a law degree from Southern Methodist University in Dallas, he directed campaigns for governor and Congress in New Jersey before being elected as a state assemblyman in 1979, representing Union County for 13 years. Congressman Bob Franks served twice as Republican State Committee chairman and helped bring the Republican Party to veto-proof majorities in both houses of our state legislature. Elected to Congress in November 1992, Bob Franks was a fiscal conservative who served on the House Transportation Committee and was known as a tireless advocate for New Jersey's transportation sector. In the fall of 1994, Bob helped bring Republicans into the majority by championing congressional reform measures. But while Bob Franks relished the game of politics, he was also respected for his willingness to work with the opposing party. Former New Jersey Governor Tom Kean said he loved the sport of politics, but he was also, through politics, was there for better government. Bob was pragmatic, but he stood on principle. I think that State Senator Kevin O'Toole may have said it best when he said of Bob Franks that he combined being a policy wonk and a politician, and that resulted in one incredibly well-armed and extraordinarily effective elected official. Bob lost a close United States Senate race in 2000, but won the hearts of all New Jerseyans with the tenacity of his campaign. He was serving as president of the Healthcare Institute of New Jersey at the time of his death, and he was a relentless and compassionate champion for New Jersey's healthcare industry and the patients it served. Bob was a good friend to me, a trusted colleague, and a mentor. He dedicated his entire public life to making New Jersey a better place for all of its residents. His work ethic, his values, his relentless optimism, and his unshakable good humor will be greatly missed by all of us who knew him, and he stands as a shining example of public service, not only in the state of New Jersey my colleagues and I represent, but across the United States. As we mourn his loss, we celebrate his great life, and to his beloved wife, Fran, and their beautiful daughters, we extend our deepest sympathy, a person really who furthered the American tradition of public service, and certainly known and loved by the residents of New Jersey. Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Thank you, Congressman.
Thank you very much. I thank my friend for his very powerful